Hello all my dear students, I welcome you to NEET World. So today we will be discussing the continuation to our discussion of these redox reactions. I hope you have joined yesterday's live session also at this time, where we have discussed the numericals by covering the topics also, right? So we have tackled all the important numericals from very basics of these redox reactions, and if you haven't watched that, so just I suggest you to watch the yesterday's live session also. It will be there in the playlist of this channel. Okay, so just go through the playlist and you can watch it. Okay, and let us continue with our discussion from these redox reactions. Okay, so first thing here we need to know about these redox reactions is finding the oxidation states and what exactly oxidation means, how can we identify it, and what exactly reduction means, how can we identify it. So reduction means what? Gain of electron, that number will be reduced, that number will be goes towards 0 or towards minus, right? The number will be reduced for reduction. It means by gain of electron, negative charge will be gained, electron means, so the number will be decreased, so we can say reduction. So oxidation means what? Loss of electrons, right? So the oxidation, the charge number will be increased. Yesterday I have explained this very clearly using some examples, right? So now after that we also discuss law of equivalence concept, one of the very important topic, right? So I am going to discuss few questions on that once again in this session using some different questions here. Okay, and let us start our discussion. And before going to that, I just wanted to announce you about NEET 2026 long term program. This is particularly for droppers, those who are seriously preparing for NEET 2026. This is one of the best batch you can opt for. Okay, whether it is online or offline, this batch will be exclusively for you, designed for you. Okay, so do not wait for any other things. So just contact to the below number which is scrolling on your screen. They will guide you completely regarding this batch and what are the things you are going to get from this batch. Everything in detail you will get, and the fees is also very affordable. So it is around 3333, which is very affordable per month. Okay, so the next 3333 rupees is a charge for this particular batch. You can opt for this at very affordable price. Okay, and you will get everything out of it. Okay, for more detailed information, so just contact to the mobile number which are seeing here on the scrolling. Okay, now let us start our session. So in this session we have discussed this question yesterday. Okay, finding the oxidation state and ordering them. Okay, if you haven't watched, you can watch it or you can try it now itself. Okay, so let us begin this session by taking the one which we haven't discussed yesterday. Yeah, so let us start this session with this balancing of redox reactions. So what exactly balancing here? See, how can we balance a given chemical redox reaction? See, first of all what you need to look here is take the skeletal equation, whatever the equation they given, write it. So I will tell you with very easiest manner. Look at here. So take the equation, do not consider their coefficients, nothing, just take whatever the equation they have given. So manganate ion, permanganate ion, the next C2O4 2 minus oxalate ion. Okay, so they are doing this reaction in acidic medium, so H plus, so gives rise to what? Mn plus 2 plus CO2 plus H2. So these are the things are given. So do not worry about the stoichiometric coefficients, we can get it from this particular solution. Okay, so now first of all what you need to do is identify the oxidation states of the elements involving here. So manganese is involving in this species permanganate ion, so its oxidation state is how much? Plus 7. Okay, for this carbon, how do you calculate that? 2 carbons are there, 2 into X, okay, plus 4 oxygen, 4 into minus 2 for each oxygen. Overall charge is minus 2, you can take it like this. So 2x, so x will be plus 3. So this is the oxidation state of one individual carbon. Okay, like this, plus 3 is the oxidation state. Hope it is clear. Now if you are clear with this, directly write their oxidation states first, Done. The next thing is what you need to look is what are the change here. So manganese from here to here it is converting into +2 and carbon here it is +4. This is how you need to assign the oxidation states. Okay. After this, see why I am taking this question. Yesterday few students are demanded me to do this question. I mean they requested me to do balancing of redox reaction. So that's why I have taken this question as a first one. Okay. So I hope those are who requested yesterday are watching now. Okay. So now this manganese converted from where to where? So it is converted from +7 to +2. So it means how many electrons it is gained? See +7 number is reduced to +2 now. So for reduction of this 5 electrons are required. So it is by gaining 5 electron it is undergoing reduction. So what process this is? Reduction. Okay. So this is reduction by gaining 5 electrons. Now here carbon +3 to carbon +4. So here how many electrons lost by one carbon? So one carbon lost 1 electron. There are 2 carbons. So by set of this complete oxidate molecule it is losing 2 electrons for every oxidation. Okay. So 2 electrons it is. Okay, like this you need to identify loss of electrons and gain of electrons in reduction and oxidation processes. Okay, hope up to here it is clear. Now the main step, what is the first step I told you? Assign the oxidation state and give the number of electrons lost and number of electrons gained like this. Okay, see it is gaining 5 electrons, losing 2 electrons. Like this you need to assign. So now what you need to understand is the total number of electrons lost and gained in a redox reaction should be equal. It means in this reduction it gained 5 electrons. In this oxidation it is gained lost 2 electrons. It should not be like unequal numbers. That should be equal. So in order to make them equal, we need to multiply these both equations with suitable integer. See here suitable integer nothing but just multiply this equation with 2 because here it is 2 and multiply this equation with 5. So overall becomes here 10 electrons, here 10 electrons. That's it. So this is what you need to do here. So what I told, total electrons lost in oxidation should be equals to total electrons gain in reduction. So this is what the concept you need to remember here. That's it. Okay, in a balancing reduction this is a main step you should remember. So now see, in order to make them equal, so I am multiplying this equation with this number so that it will become 10 electrons. I am multiplying this equation with 5 so that it will also become 10 electrons. Overall number of electrons gained and lost are equal. So this is what you need to make. So this equation should be multiplied with this number. So this manganese equation. So 2MnO4 minus plus I am writing C2O4 as it is plus H plus and giving, see manganese from here to here now, here also you should write 2Mn plus 2, okay, like this, plus CO2 plus H2O. See up to this manganese 10 electrons it become. So in order to make this oxalate as a 10 electrons, what we need to multiply? This equation is multiplied with what number? 5, right? So it means here I should write 5, here also I should write 5. Like this. Hope up to here it is clear, right? So total number of electrons are gained and lost are equal here in both cases, right? So now check the other elements other than carbon and hydrogen are balanced or not. 2 manganese ions here, manganese atoms here, here also 2 manganese, that is fine. Now what about carbon here? 5 2s are 10. Here only 5 carbons are there. So just make it 10, that's it. So therefore it will becomes equal. So what I can write here? So I am writing this like this. Like this. See, I am writing 2MnO4 minus plus 5C2O4 2 minus plus H plus, okay, 2Mn plus 2. So I just wanted to write this 5 2s are 10 now. So 10 right, you can write 10 carbons this side. So carbons and manganese, all other atoms are balanced except oxygen and hydrogen, right? So now in order to balance hydrogen and oxygen, what you need to do? Count number of oxygens first. First balance oxygens. See how many oxygens are there? 4 2s are 8 oxygens. Plus here 5 4s are 20 oxygens. So total 28 oxygens this side, reactant side. Now product side how many? 10 2s are 20. So 20 oxygens are there. So 28, 20. So in order to make these numbers equal, we require to add 8 oxygen that side. So 8 oxygens, how can we add? Just wherever the number of oxygens are less, na, that side you add that many number of water molecules, because each water molecule contains one oxygen atom. Na? So here 28 means here 20 are there. So 8 oxygens are more at reactant side. So add 8 water molecules towards product side. So I am making this as 8H2O. Hope this is clear. Now 8, so plus 20 plus 8. 28 oxygens both sides. It is also balanced. Oxygens are also balanced. Now what is the other thing to be balanced here? So we need to balance the other thing, that is hydrogen should be balanced here. So how can we make it balanced here? So look, wherever the deficient side of hydrogen is there. See, this side hydrogen deficiency is there because here 16 hydrogens are there. So in order to make 16 hydrogen product side, directly add H plus ion wherever it is deficient, and that many number you add. 16 hydrogens product side, so only one hydrogen I have, so I am making this as 16 H plus, that's it. Everything is balanced. So what is their coefficients here we have? So 2, 5, 16 like this. So balance, just relate this equation to the given equation. See, 2 manganese, so our B value is 5 and C value is 16. So what they are asking, what is the value of C in the question they are asking. So write it as 16. So this will be your perfect answer for this question. Hope it is clear, there is no confusion, right? So if it is clear and there is no confusion, just click on the like button so that I can confirm that it is clear. Now I am going to give you one more question as a work. Okay, I am expecting answer from you for this particular question. So you can feel free to answer in the comment box. Yeah, so take a screenshot or make a note of it. Let's move. Yes, so tell me, this is also similar kind of concept. Just apply whatever you have learned in the previous explanation, apply to this. So all the questions, either JEE questions, or NEET questions I have collected here. So just give a try for this. Yeah, look, so let us do it little faster. See, chromium, like dichromate is there here, sulfite is there, H plus, and forming respective products. So how can we balance this? They are asking us these coefficients A, B, C, these things we need to find. So how can we do this? So what we need to do is, first find the oxidation state. Here chromium plus 6, sulfate this is plus 4, like this, chromium plus 3, here sulfate plus 6. Okay, so like this if you do, so why it is plus 4? So x plus 3 into minus 2 equals to minus 2, so 6 minus, so it will be giving us plus 4. So that's why I have written as plus 4. Okay, hope you know how to calculate oxidation states. Okay, then next, after finding oxidation state, what I told you, number of electrons, here how many electrons it is losing? So 2 chromiums are there, plus 6 converting into plus 3, it is gaining 3 electrons, so 2 3s are 6, you can say, right, 6 electrons you can write. So what about this thing? So it is becoming plus 4 to plus 6 each sulfur, one sulfur is there, so plus 4 to plus 6 means 2 electrons it is gaining, so write it as 2 electrons. So in order to make number of electron lost and gain are equal, so just multiply this 6 as with 1, so therefore it will be only 6 electrons, and multiply this equation with 3, therefore it becomes 6 electrons. So electrons lost and gained are equal now. So write the respective equation. We multiplied this reduction equation with 1 now, so we have multiplied with 1, so write the respective equation here. So I am writing Cr2O7 minus 2 plus SO3 2 minus plus, so I have told you that we are multiplied with 1, right, and sulfate equation we have multiplied with 3, so write here 3. Then next, H plus ion as it is you can write, giving what? So it is giving chromium plus 3. We have multiplied chromium with 1, so 1 into 2, it will be 2 chromiums here. Hope it is clear up to here. Then next, we multiplied here 3, so write 3 sulfate ions plus H2O. Up to here it is clear, right? Now look once again, is there any confusion here? No. Chromiums are balanced, sulfates are also balanced. Now what are the other things to be balanced? Oxygens. How many oxygens are there here? 7, here 3, 9, so total 10, 16 oxygen atoms are there this side. So this side how many are there? So 12 oxygens are there. So 12 means here 16, 4 more oxygens are required. So I am making this one oxygen water molecule as 4, therefore plus 4 it will become 16 16 oxygens right side and left side. Both side oxygen atoms are balanced, right? Now what we need to look? We need to look for the other elements, like what are the other unbalanced elements? Only hydrogen. So balance it. How can we balance? So just multiply with the suitable number. See how many are there here? 4 to the 8. So 8H plus. So take it as 8H plus. That's it. 8 hydrogen there, 8 hydrogen here. So what are the numbers we got? So our A is 1 and B is 3 and what about C? C is 8. Hope this is clear. So here they are saying 2A equals to 2. So what is A value here? A value is 1. So that is what we got here also 1. So these are the numbers. So choose the option which is having 1, 3, 8. So 1, 3, 8 is in option number 4. You need to choose that. Hope this is also clear and no confusions, right? Let us move further. So now what I suggest you is, so just open any of your redox reaction book, either NCERT, either your state syllabus textbooks or any material or any PYQ book and try to solve balancing of redox reaction questions, okay, so that you can feel more confident and more benefited out of this session, okay. Next let us move further. Yes, so these I think I have explained yesterday. Let us see once again what they are saying. 15 ml of aqueous solution of Fe plus 2 in acidic medium completely reacted with 20 ml of 0.03 molar dichromate. What is the molarity of Fe plus 2? So what happening here? Iron plus 2 is reacting with what? Dichromate, Cr2O7 minus 2 and forming respective products. See, iron will undergoes oxidations to plus 3 and dichromate will converts into plus 3 form like this, okay. So now no need to balance anything, just for understanding purpose I have written this equation. Now what you need to do is apply number of equivalence, like law of equivalence concept. So what you need to do here, number of equivalence of oxidizing agent equals to number of equivalence of reducing agent, that's it. This is a concept you can use here, okay. So here equivalence formula is given by normality. So what is normality? Normality equals to number of equivalents divided by volume of solution. I have number of equivalents means I can write N capital N, normality into volume. So what I can write normality? So normality equals to molarity into N factor into here volume is a volume you can write. So this is a relation we need to use here so that we will get the final answer, okay. So now what I can write? See, what is our oxidizing agent? See, this is undergoing oxidation, so I call it as reducing agent. This is undergoing reduction, so I should call it as oxidizing agent. So what is the oxidation number changing here? Plus 6 to plus 3. So 2 are there, so N factor here is 6. So I am using N factor into molarity into volume of that solution equals to that side. For this plus 2 converting into plus 3 means N factor will be 1, okay, for iron, and molarity we need to find for iron, and the next what is its volume mentioned? 15, take here, that's it, okay. So this will be 20 ml, molarity is 3 into 10 power minus 2 and its valency factor is how much? 6. How? This is how it is changing. Now 2 chromiums are there, 2 into each one 3 electrons, so total it becomes 6 like this, okay. I have written 6 here, and this side N factor is how much it is changing? Plus 1, plus 2 to plus 3 means it is 1 into what is its molarity? Molarity we need to find molarity of iron Fe plus 2 into what is the volume they mentioned? 15. Take here it is 15. That's it. That's everything we have now. See, 5 3s are 5 4s are, the next 3 cancel. So we have 6 4s are 24 into 10 power minus 2. This is the molarity of iron plus 2. This is the concentration of iron plus 2 that we require to find here. So molarity of iron plus 2 is dash into 10 power minus 2. So you can put here 24 as your answer. Hope this is also clear now. Let's go with one more question. Yeah, so I just now explained same question appeared in JEE, same question appeared in NEET also. See 2018 NEET, so just give a try. Already we discussed everything regarding this. Okay. The next, what is this? See here, this is again NEET question. See, then in neutral or faintly alkaline medium, KMnO4 potassium permanganate oxidizes iodide into iodate. The change in oxidation state of manganese in this reaction. Always remember, I will tell you one thing. So always remember, permanganate ion in acidic medium, whenever it is given in acidic medium, so what the change takes place is this +7 state converts into +2. This is in what? Acidic medium. So what is the N factor here? So 7 converting into 2 means by gaining 5 electrons now. So N factor in this case is 5. You should say this. Okay, remember that. Again, next, when this reaction is taking place in neutral or faintly or slightly alkaline, this is what they are saying in the question, faintly alkaline. So it means slight basic medium. So in this case, it will be converted into Mn+4. Mn+4, exactly if I want to talk, it may form something like MnO2 kind of compounds. So +7 converting into +3 means +7 converting to +4 means how many electrons it is gaining? It is gaining 3 electrons. So the N factor in this case is how much? 7 to 4 means it is 3 electrons gained here. N factor is 3. Now if it is strong alkaline medium or strong basic I am writing here. So in this case it converts into Mn+6 oxidation state. 7 reduced to 6. So how many electrons gained? 1 electron now. So you should say N factor as 1. So this is what you need to remember. Okay. Now as per this, tell me in faintly or neutral alkaline medium I have given. So what is the change? +7 to +4. See, +7 to +4 we have option number 4. This is what your answer should be. Hope this is also clear. Now any confusion, feel free to ask me in the comment box. Yeah, let's move forward. Here we have a solution of hypo solution of concentration to 0.02 molar and volume 20 ml is used for titration of 10 ml of copper sulfate solution. So Na2 S2 hypo, there you can take like sodium Na2 S2O3 like this, or simply you can take S2O3 2 minus. Okay, this is the hypo used for titration of 10 ml of copper sulfate. So copper sulfate, take it. Okay, in presence of excess of Ki, okay, using starch as an indicator. So here what you have to apply is, Ki they have told this now. So we can use here equivalence of hypo S2O3 2 minus will be equals to equivalence of iodine formed from this, which is also equals equivalence of copper +2. Okay, because copper +2 will react with the iodine and forms Cu2I2 kind of compound here. Okay, so now apply that equivalence concept. They are asking about molarity of Cu+2 now. So it means there is no need of taking this, directly we will interlink these two because they are also equal now. So I am taking N factor of this hypo into its molarity into volume of hypo will be equals to N factor of this copper +2 into its molarity into its volume. That's what we need to take. So for hypo they given volume as 20 ml and concentration as 2 into 10 power minus 2. Okay, and what is its N factor? See, hypo converts from S2O O3 to O3 minus 2 S4O6 minus 2. So here oxidation state, here it is 2.0, here average oxidation state of sulfur in hypo is 2.0 converting into 2.5. So what is the change? 2.0 to 2.5 means lightly per sulfur atom increase in oxidation state is 0.5. Like that, how many sulfur atoms are there here? 2, right? So 0 to 2.0 to 2.5 means, so 2 sulfur atoms each one is 0.5. So what is the change in N factor? It is 1. So I am writing here N factor for hypo as 1. Hope this is clear. Okay, this should be equals to, what is the N factor of copper? See, copper plus 2 converting into copper plus 1. So N factor will be 1. Molarity we need to calculate, and what is the volume of this thing is given? Copper sulfate is given as 10 ml. So take here 10 ml. Okay, so now remove this 0 and here this 0. So molarity of Cu plus 2, how much we are getting? So molarity of Cu plus 2 from here will be 2 to the 4 into 10 power minus 2. 4 into 10 power minus 2. So this is our answer. So you should fill here 4 as your answer. So this is again JEE main 2022 question. Hope the concept will be useful for both JEE, NEET as well as EAP set. Okay, so take a note of it. Very, very important topic it is. Okay, and let's move further. So again tell me, what is the equivalent weight? What is the equivalent weight of Mn plus 3 in the following reaction? Okay, so they have given this disproportionation reaction, Mn plus 3, Mn plus 3. Let me change the color of pen. So Mn plus 3 converting into Mn plus 2 plus Mn O2. Okay. So tell me, what is the change in oxidation state? See, plus 3 is converting into plus 2 and plus 4. So same element, same ion undergoing reduction as well as oxidation simultaneously. So these kind of reactions are considered to be disproportionation reaction. What happens in disproportionation reactions? So same element or same ion undergoes oxidation, reduction simultaneously. Okay, those reactions are considered to be disproportionation reactions. Now, how can we find N factor in these disproportionation reactions? So directly use N factor. What is this N factor? So this gives number of electron lost or number of electrons gained in a particular redox reaction or in a particular oxidation process or a particular reduction process. So here the N factor to be considered as, so 1 by N1 plus 1 by N2, that will be considered as N1 into N2 by N1 plus N2. So what is this N1 and N2 here? So these are the N factors of one oxidation process, N factor of reduction process. For example here 3 is converting into 4, now this is oxidation. So I am considering N oxidation, N factor of this oxidation as N1, and this is undergoing reduction from plus 3 to plus 2. So N factor of this reduction is considered as N2. So that is what the numbers here we should take. So 1 by N, see, formula should be like this, 1 by N1 plus 1 by N2. So but simplifying we will get this now. See, N2, take the LCM and we will get that. Okay. So now what I am taking here is, so find this, what is the N1 value they mentioned? See, how many electrons it lost? It lost by 1 electron, take it as 1. And how many electrons it gained? See, plus 3 converting to plus 2 means it is also 1. And what about the denominator? So 1 plus 1, it will be 2. So it will be 1 by 2. Take here it as 1 by 2. Okay. After this, we got N factor. Now they are asking us to find its equivalent weight. So what is this equivalent weight? Equivalent weight equals to molecular weight divided by its N factor. So what is the molecular weight given? Molecular weight given is 55. See here mentioned 55 this for this manganese. Okay, and N factor is 1 by 2. So 1 in the denominator, 2 in the numerator. So it will become 110. So 110 is our answer, which is option number 3 as your answer. Hope this is also clear. So any concerns or anything you can feel free to ask me in the comment box. Yeah. So one last question here we have. So we need to match the proper products formed here. Yeah. So tell me, S2O3 minus 2, that is what? Hypo in acidic medium converting. So here as hypo in basic medium converting, hypo in neutral medium converting. Okay, like this we have. So manganese, see this thing we have discussed now. Just now I told you, based on this you can approach. See, manganate, permanganate ion in acidic medium converts into which state I told you? This will be converted into Mn plus 2 by gaining 5 electrons. See, we have D as your option, this option, dt. So dt here we have. The next, in strong basic medium, what I told you, manganese, permanganate converts into Mn plus 6, plus 7 to plus 6 state. So by gaining 1 electron. So this is nothing but U here we have. So E is your U, EU. So here this is the only option matching. And the next, here in mild basic or neutral medium, what I told you, it converts into Mn plus 4 oxidation state by gaining 3 electrons. So by gaining 3 electrons, Mn plus 2. So Fs. So Fs. So this is the only option which is matching with our understanding, right? So you can directly go with option number 2, and you can also verify other options also. See here we have this one, ABC also. So AQ means see, it is forming S4O6 2 minus. I told you na, S4O6 2 minus with oxidation state 2.5, right? Okay, so AQ. So AQ here we have, and next sulfate and basic medium converts into R. See here we have like the sulfate, hypo to sulfate like this. Okay, so R, and the remaining one will be bisulfate. Okay, so these are the things we need to be learn in this. And if you have any topics to be discussed in the upcoming session, feel free to ask me in the comment box. We will discuss in the upcoming session. And hope you are enjoying this all the live sessions which is conducted by NEET World. Okay, and you can feel free to express your feedback in the comment box for all these live sessions. Okay, so thank you for watching and stay connected with us. And if you are interested, you can join our long-term course also. Thank you.